Well, greetings and salutations. This is going to be just really quick. I just, oops, didn't do that. Don't present everyone. Um, Yesterday, I think it was. I listened in on Globebusters' little, well, their weekly episode, hammering away at the heliocentric fakery. Um, and And the reason why I don't normally listen to the Globebuster stuff, I thumb through the stuff to see if there's anything on there that looks like it's anything of interest. But honestly, just don't care. Um, and Yeah, they put out their little thing there, and the reason why I was listening in, well, actually, I just kind of went in and out a couple of times, um, was to find out if they were going to actually accept my offer. The reason why I made the offer to them is because I wanted to avoid any and all possibility that they would say, "Oh, well, we don't." I've heard this enough time from flat earthers that, "Oh, well, we don't. We don't have your kind of graphic software, and we can't do all that neat CGI and all this other stuff." So I wanted to offer that service. Now, apparently, it didn't go over well because, well, like I said, I don't listen to him all the time, but Bob seems to be like the laid back hippie of the crew. He's like the guy that you see at the beach, and always has something. Seems to always have something friendly to say, and all this. And I never really had a word to say about him, and all this. He's wrong, but it doesn't mean that I had any particular qualms on him. But in my little video, in my invite, in the beginning of my invite, I did point out the double standard that Jeranism and Morgile, and yes, that was all in one thing. I didn't take anything out of context. I just put it in the context that displays the double standard. Those two, should I say, portions of that hangout were spoken right in succession with each other. I didn't cut it out of anywhere as far as Jeranism and Morgile. What do you call it? Now, Morgile, I seem to remember one time saying that he doesn't watch debunk videos and stuff like that because they're so inflammatory and they're so insulting and all this other stuff, which, never stopped Jeranism from saying that people who debunk flat earthers are in league with pedophiles. Something that I don't know if he caught enough ridicule about it or something like that, or maybe he just found his heart when he decided that he had to say that he respected Wolfie. Because he was part of that video. But he did, it didn't stop him from putting it off on his secondary channel. And yes, Jeranism, that channel is yours. We all know it's yours. And there's a neat little flaw that you did, and I don't know if you're aware of it. I did point it out one time that we know that's actually like your little repository there. Anyway, but I don't want to give you things to concentrate on that are off the subject. Anyway, I just got home and I wanted to make sure that I put this out there that, Bob, speaking for, I guess, the entire Globebuster crew, he decided to go all defensive on it and get all mad. And I've never heard him get angry before. It doesn't mean he hasn't. Like I said, I've never listened to everybody's stuff, but it was the first time I had heard it, and I just thought that was rather interesting. Bob, why are you getting all defensive about it? Okay, I made an honest offer to you guys. An offer of my time to help you guys out, and you didn't even have to do anything. You really didn't. All you had to do was put out and say, "Hey, look, we're going to run this experiment. How many people are in?" Because no flat earthers showed up for mine. So I will. And this was Bob's response. Just so we could see that I'm not playing it out of context. Okay, and so. It's been my experience that people who get defensive about things are actually trying to hide something, and I think we all know that they don't want to perform this test because this test, he says in here that their stuff is light years away from what we know about the globe and all this, and they're claiming to be so advanced, but yet they don't have a map. They don't have the newest map that they seem to have been displaying in this one shows Africa to be about the size of Australia. Squished down, looks almost like a hot dog, and what do you call it? And they're going into magnetic this and dipolar that and all this other neato stuff, dude. This is a simple test. the altitude of the sun. Who cares about all the rest of the stuff? If you can't even get the easy stuff right, what's the problem, man? I mean, really, what's the problem? But anyway, this is what Bob said, and I'm going to play his response in its entirety, uninterrupted, and just so you can hear it.
Cool. All right. So before I move on to this next subject, I'm seeing this message absolutely being saturated in the chat, and obviously they want us to see it, so I'm going to address it. We keep getting asked over and over and over and over again, Jeranism Globebusters, are you going to accept Slice Barkane's invitation? Well, to make the answer short, the answer is no. All right, and here's why. Frankly, we're not interested in what Slice Barkane has to say. He is not honest about anything that I've ever seen. And frankly, when you watch that invitation, you know, he comes out, you know, basically calling us retards. He plays over and over and over again, John, a clip that you said, and say, yeah, see how these guys are contradicting each other? They're complete morons, losers. And then you look at all the comments in there, and it's like, you know what? If you really believe that this is how you're going to start up a productive, friendly debate or even experiment, you're smoking crack, Sly, okay? It's never going to happen, and we're not going to deal with you. It's as simple as that. Not only that, the model that we're working on is light years ahead of what you are clinging to as far as your you know, your proven ball earth physics. It's like, I'm sorry, it's BS. We're past that, and we're not going to be drugged back into your frankly, your stupid arguments, okay?
So that's just that. I don't know if it went on any further, but I'm really trying to make this short. The what do you call it? Well, did it? I don't know.
Past that, we're done. And like I said, honestly, if you think that you are going to get anybody to accept any type of quote unquote invitation by you know, calling us morons and idiots, and you know, playing clips that are completely out of context, and you know, showing us contradicting ourselves, you're an idiot. Okay.
Okay, so calling me an idiot is okay, but I actually I don't even think I called you an idiot in that video, Bob. What do you call it? I might have said dumbass. I think I said dumbass, just because of the double talking that was going on. Look here, pal. Where have I ever been dishonest? Where have I ever showed a lie? Please tell me. Okay, I've never asked anybody to believe me on anything. I just present facts. Okay, I present the facts as they lie. Okay, that's just what they are. Okay, I present facts. And your light years, thank you for acknowledging light speed, which actually light year wouldn't actually be a distance, a unit of measure in flat earth, because you're under a dome. And well, anyway, I'm not going to go into that. Yeah. What's so wrong? What's so bad about doing the test? I'm offering my time to you, you know. And if you're mad about the fact that I cut together, yes, I cut together the words that were said by Morgile and Jeranism, which was basically Morgile saying that if you could find one, I think the exact quote is, if you could find one single thing that's wrong with the theory, well, he said globe theory, then it's finished. Okay, but then Jeranism, not even a minute later, well, maybe actually it might have been about a minute later, in direct follow-on to that, said that flat Earth truth has holes in it. Well, aren't those the exact holes that you would consider being something wrong with a theory? Anyway, so if you, I'm accepting your no, by the way. It saves me a little bit of time. But please also understand that in that no, I am also accepting the fact that you are not seeking truth. Because if you're not willing to perform experimentation to find truth, then you're not seeking truth. You are preaching bullshit. Okay? I think the more common term is you're a snake oil salesman. That's all. So if you're cool with that, that's fine. Okay? I'm not expecting a response on this, and this was not a challenge. But I just figured I'd let my subscribers know what you said as your declining of my invitation to do the work for you, but have your subscribers actually do the test. Like I said, because no flat earthers showed up to mine, And yeah, so I guess the whole lot of you ain't seeking truth, are you? Anyway, that's all I had to say, guys. Like I said, didn't want to make it too long, and plus it's late here and I gotta get to bed. So y'all have yourselves a nice night. Good night.